Feared and hated, mutants around the world are flocking to the island nation of KRAKOA to be part of the first mutant society. Standing between that sacred land and the human world are the heroes of mutantdom, the X-Men. Four fearless friends, a brilliant scientist, his best friend, the woman he loves, and her fiercely tempered kid brother. Together they braved the unknown terrors of outer space and were changed by cosmic rays into something more than merely human, the Fantastic Four. The Impossible Boy, the son of superheroes, and not just any superheroes. The great Reed Richards and the powerful Sue Storm. Everyone watched me, even as a kid. Everyone wondered, what will he become? It's stupid, that pressure on a kid. My parents gained powers. I revealed them. So what did I reveal? Well, I became the boy who could dream the future. But it wasn't just dreams. And eventually I could make the impossible possible. I could create universes. A kid who could create universes. Now my powers drain every time I use them. I'm headed towards being someone you see in the street and wonder, was that Franklin Richards? The guy who was once in the Fantastic Four? I used to have dreams of the future. I don't anymore. Because there isn't one for me. The Impossible Boy. The world has changed. KRAKOA has become a safe haven for all mutants, accessible only to those who carry the X gene. But there was one mutant who has yet graced this sacred land. Okay, Storm, we're here and not, I'm out too soon. Bobby and the powers are truly getting on my nerves. Well, they can carry the heaviest cargo then. Well, me, save any poor brethren today, or just gathering more beer for Logan? Quentin, we're going to hit the shops in London. Life is nice and all, but I miss the old thrill of shoplifting. Care to join? Or right, Kitty Pryde. The woman who can walk through walls can't walk through a mutant-only gate. Ow! Quentin! Don't be rude. Yes, don't be Quentin. Whatever, creeps. Thanks, I didn't need your pity second attack. We don't care what you need. We're here to let you know the professor needs to see you. God, not a moment's rest. I'm gonna go tend to my garden. If there's another Marauders mission, send word. Will do, though if Charles sent the cuckoos to greet me instead of just reaching out psychically, that means he's busy, and if he's busy, that means something's wrong. Professor, you wanted to... Oh, Catherine. Excellent. We have a situation. What is that? Franklin Richards? Yes, the Fantastic Four recently thwarted a minor alien invasion, or should I say, the boy did. As you know, the son of Reed Richards and Susan Storm is a mutant, and not just a mutant, but an Omega level mutant. For the longest time, we've been content to let the boy be, to stay with his family. The Fantastic Four are obviously not a suburban parents, terrified at what their previously human son is becoming. But now, his family took him on a multiversal adventure, and the time worked differently on their adventures. So he's back as a young boy, a man who can question his place in a world, a man who needs his people. You're going to recruit Franklin Richards to KRAKOA? His powers are depleting. Something is wrong, and we need to help him before they're gone. And also determine if this is something that could happen to other mutants. You're going to convince one of the world's smartest men and one of the world's most powerful women that their teenage son is better off away from them. And this is where you can come in, Catherine. Eric, and I know that you are young. Franklin have a special history out of us all. He's likely to trust you the most. Are you talking about, yes, when you almost died and Franklin would visit you in Latveria while Victor Von Doom worked on a cure? I that was a long time ago for him. I don't know if even if he remembers. Yes, he does. And your presence when we meet with his family could make all the difference. A delegation is going to New York. You need to get a head start by sea to meet us there in time. I sure, of course, and kidding. Thank you for this. Is that what I think it is? Wow. I'm Miss Popular around here. Here you go, Logan. What the doctor ordered. Damn right, Canadian healthcare. So you doing it? What, recruiting Franklin Richards? I don't know. He's just a kid. And a kid. How old were you when you barged into the mansion, making my life miserable? Some 13-year-old wakes up and they can walk through walls or shoot lasers through their eyes. You know, as well as I do. You grow up fast once you realize you're a mutant. Son, I'm sorry, but no matter how many tests I run, the results are the same. Your power levels are draining, and I can't see a fix for it. Something is stopping your ability to replenish. It may be Franklin. Right. Fine. Son, I'm still working at it. I'm sure we can find it up. Appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule of solving literally everything else, Dad. What's going on? Nothing, Mom. That's the problem. Was that about his powers again? I suppose, but it could also be a rapid fluctuation in hormones considering his age. Reed, I know. Yes, it's his powers. He doesn't understand that. I'm not perfect. Well, we're a good family. He has a good life with us. I understand his disappointment, but there's nothing wrong with being human. Oh, honey, it's about just being human. Even without your stretchy bits, you're still incredibly smart. Look, you know that when I was a teenager, I used to play soccer and I was really, really good. There were talks about me getting a scholarship, going to nationals. But then I broke my ankle. It was devastating. One day, you think you're something special, then you're known for that thing, and then it's just gone. It's hard to recognize everything else. You have to give in that moment. He's young, trying to find his place in the world, and that's tricky enough without being in the Fantastic Four. Readers, entry 66109. Ever since the accident that gave us our abilities, I've been trying to reconcile the high energy exponentials of each power set with our seemingly unchanged individual energy intake. The most basic laws of physics makes this seem impossible. At first, I suspected we were absorbing energy from the air, possibly low-level radiation, but the numbers never added up. Then I came across the work of Dr. Racha Cole, who specializes in impermeology, the science of superpowers, to position that superhumans are each connected to one or another intradimensional sources of energy, which he dubbed God power. A solid theory, though I'm still unable to find the conduit in my studies of the Fantastic Four power sets. Franklin's diminishing powers would appear to lend credence to the God power theory, as he seems to be running out of energy needed to use his powers. If we were to believe there is a God power source, then it's possible that Franklin's connection to that source is broken. Whether or not it can be repaired depends on the first proving its existence. Somehow. I get it, kid. I do. But trust me, this is something superpowers, garbage, ain't everything. I'm gladly live a normal life with Alicia being a regular handsome instead of a, chiseled handsome. Come on, Uncle Ben. It's not the same thing. There wasn't any downside to my powers. I could still be, just me. Just a better version, but Dad, he doesn't want. Franklin, your old man, he's doing his best. Is he? Dad's the smartest man alive. He solves the universe problems daily. So why is it exactly that the two problems he can't solve are you and me? I don't think it's on purpose, but he's always acted weird about me having so much power. And the Fantastic Four have needed your strength, and since the beginning. I'm just saying, maybe unconsciously, don't. Reed's a good man, he cares about you and about us. If he didn't want to fix either of us, he'll tell us. Because if he didn't, he knows we'd never forgive him. There you are! We got ourselves some visitors, and honestly, not that good kind. You know, if I was the suspicious type, I'd suspect we weren't welcome here. I'll ask you one more time, Wolverine, why are you here? You know why we're here, Susan. We're here about the future. We're here about birthright. You're here for our son. Don't talk about birthright to the woman who gave birth to him. What? What's going on? Nothing, son. Go into the house, sweetie. Hey, Franklin. It's been a while. Kitty! Sorry to drop in unannounced. We just want to talk. So as you know, things have changed. Yes, you changed things, Charles. I just took the next logical step after years of persecution. Reed. KRAKOA is home to all mutants now. We're recognized by the United Nations. We have diplomatic immunity in more than 100 countries. You're acting like you're above humanity, buying us off with gifts of medicine. We are above them and above you. Eric is being blunt, but we are the next step in evolution, and we're finally embracing it. We can't control how others feel. We need to do what's right for us and the world, which we still protect. But our main priority of protection is all of mutant kind, including your gifted son. Nearly every mutant on the planet is in KRAKOA now, as it should be. It's paradise where we can be free. Franklin Richards is one of us and belongs there. We can help him with. Absolutely not. This family isn't about segregation. We want our children to live in a modern society where they can learn and grow with people who have different experiences. It is why we chose to live here on Yancey Street, so we can be around people. Don't you mean so you can endanger people? How long until the city block is destroyed because enemies of the Fantastic Four attacked, or enemies of mutants? So you've done well among the humans, but your people are waiting for you to truly discover home. Come on with us. Claim that home. I could just stay away from my son, Sue. It's okay, just you do not want to do this, Susan. Release Eric, or I will make you release him. Don't you dare, Charles. We'll handle this with the discussion, not your mental violations. Your wife is the one committing violence who only responded, excuse me? Oh man, this isn't good. Want to get out of here? Yeah. You come in here and threaten to take my child and cool. So Stormy, you think this is a good idea? I do. Mutants are hated and feared. Millions of us died at Genosa as a result of that hatred. The only way to properly protect Franklin is to be strong together. I don't know. Sounds to me like the least safe place for my mutant godson is a new Genosha. I'm sorry this is happening. I know, it's a lot to take in. I just hate that nobody even cares what I think. Like, this is my life, so in that case, what do you want to do? I don't know. I think I want to go. Maybe you can help me with my powers, but I know my parents would lose their mind. Yeah, at first, but they'll get it eventually. I just want you to know, no matter what you decide, I'll back you. I won't let Charles push you to do anything that you don't want to do, or your parents. Thanks. I missed you, Kitty. I miss you too, pal. It Is that? Yeah. The gateway to KRAKOA. Only mutants can pass through there on their own. You'll be close to your family at all times. It's not even Franklin. What the hell are you doing? Everyone's looking for you. Uncle Johnny, I wasn't. Sure you weren't. And you're kidnapping, really? He left on his own. Stay away from the young man. He has diplomatic immunity. Yeah, bub, and so do I. So get ready for some. Ow. Funny how the only folks who needed diplomatic immunity are the ones doing things wrong. Ah. Oh, Bischoff, this is going to be fun. Remember, no human casualties, Pyro. Just what? I'll only say this once. Boom! You're done here. This is over, you fools. Your child does not belong to you like some precious bubble. He is a mutant. He is power. Eric, let's not escalate this. No, let's. So you learn your lesson and stay away from my family. It doesn't have to be like this, Reed. No, it doesn't. You're forced in a situation that would resolve in time. My son is almost a man. In a couple of years, he'll surely visit KRAKOA on his own, maybe even for good. But you've got a timetable, and that's why I'm suspicious. This is crazy. Agreed. Maybe you should do what you want to do. Nice try, bargained Snowman. Franklin, no. Franklin. What? Franklin, I'm sorry, son. I knew this might happen, so I created a device that masks your mutant gene, which prevents you from accessing the gates. You what? You were supposed to be fixing me. I'm just trying to protect you. You're too young to just go. I'm your father. Your place is. It would appear that you're right, Reed. I suspect this will resolve itself in time. That's messed up. Go away, Val. Yeah, sure, of course. I just want you to know, like solidarity on the front. Dad shouldn't have done that to you. Yeah, no kidding. He treats me like a child. First, he puts those tracking chips in us, and now this. Yeah, well, tracking chips were made to be screwed with, and parents were made to be ignored. And been excellent. I was hoping to get a hand moving some. You know what, Stretch? It's hard enough convincing your kids that you're a good dad guy without you pulling garbage like this. Ben, looks there's a lineup of people waiting to tell you at your pal. I didn't. I'm trying to protect our kids. I know, honey. Believe me. I know. I would have killed them if they tried to take Franklin, and that terrifies me. But even still, what you did was wrong. We can't change who Franklin is. It's such a violation of his. I know, it's just. I keep looking for a scientific way to solve this problem, like I do all problems, when really. I just need to be a better father. Professor, I'm assuming they didn't welcome you with open arms? No, Scott, they did not. But based on the way Reed Richards treated his son, and frankly mutants in general, I suspect we no longer have to approach young Franklin. Rather, he will approach us. Damn it, weather getting a little rough. Pyro, go wake Storm so we can get her to clear things up a bit. Aye, aye, Captain. And don't be a creep about it, or wake her with fire. Nine, aye, Captain. I want to grab some flares in case we can't see the mutants. Kitty, been a while. Have you met my sister Val? Hey, what on earth are you? Look, you said it yourself. You backed me on whatever I wanted to do. Well, I want to come back to Crow with you. And you, I want to go. For a bit, at least. But you're human. Barely. I just want to make sure my brother gets to where he wants to go. So I can't, have his room. And I want to see KRAKOA. But we're not going to KRAKOA. What do you mean? We left New York for a mutant rescue mission. There's a boat stranded in the ocean of refugees. Boom! Ah! I was the impossible boy who could dream the future. I was a god. What the hell was that? I was just about to ask the same thing. We couldn't have hit a rock this far out. That's what. I'm Franklin Richards, and I was born a mutant, born to be with mutants. Oh man. But I was born into the Fantastic Four and the children of Xavier. And where is your father? Which means I have twice as many enemies.